Yeah, yeah. RX back with another stream. This time is Wednesday night. You know, it's Wednesday. We meant to do this yesterday, but now it is Wednesday night, a day late because I don't know, shit happened. But we are back. We are live for the first time since Sunday. And yeah, we're talking about some shit. Not gonna screen share because that nukes everything. So you just have to look at my logo, my voice, and hear my voice for streaming part from now on, which sucks. But I still haven't found a way to fix anything. So it's just we're gonna do it. So yeah, I don't know. You can hear me good, I think, and yeah, I'll tell you what we're talking about when we talk about it. So not really much else to say there. But yeah, pretty simple. Yeah, I don't know really what else to really say there. Wednesday night, I know my apologies for not doing Tuesday night, but what 1 day difference, not a big deal. Doubt any of y'all care. And yeah, we're in the middle of the last week before fights. This time next week will be the middle of fight week, and for better or worse, we gotta talk about that card soon. And even tonight we will a bit. And yeah, not really too much to say. We'll do what we usually do on Tuesday. Talk about the fight news in the last week. Even though if you watch my shorts, you'll know about most. I mean, there's even been more since then. Plus Dana's giant fight news. We'll talk about the NFL, game breaking. I'll give my thoughts on the 4 games, divisional round, and even the Texans game, the Steelers Texans game from Monday night. You already know what I'm gonna say, but still, and it should be fun. So not really too much to say there. Should I probably should. Fuck it. I probably shouldn't try to screen share the more I think about it. But if I just play really calm, I think it can work. So we're gonna try it. Wish me luck. So here we go. It's gonna my audio's gonna bug out for a minute or two, so just expect that. Are we good? We working? Seems like we're up and about enough. Sweet. Yeah, no, I think I can run the bare minimum and still screen share, hoping I still sound okay. So I think if I just don't move shit around too much, I think we can be okay. So there you go. Knock on wood that my theory is correct, and let's talk about some shit. Beating we can talk about. Oh wait. Yeah, I think one of them tried to probably fuck my audio up a bit. I don't know. Being careful. I think we can start by looking at the fight news we've had since last week, over a week now, and we've had plenty. I'm not gonna click on the fights. I'll tell you who they are because you know me. I know everybody. So yeah, this is all the stuff we're talking about this week. From last week, the last fight we did was Ige and Costa. That was a week ago, and now we got a lot to talk about. So let's talk about it. So beginning with, and again, I'm just gonna go from right to left. Obviously, beginning with Santiago Luna versus Angel Pacheco. God, crazy that this fight feel like it was announced so long ago, even though I guess it's very recent. So Pacheco and Luna, there is handing Santiago Luna a layup. Not much to say there. I'm shocked Pacheco is even still fucking here. Next, Christian Quinones versus Chris Moutinho. Very low chance that fight actually happens because Quinones likes to pull out of fights, but if it does, I could honestly see a world where Moutinho wins. He's fucking terrible, but Quinones is not a world beater by any means. I'll probably still pick Quinones, But yeah, that's a bad fight if it actually happens. Very weak fight. Next, Inesta Kersketa versus Sofia Montenegro. The female Ribovics, Sofia Montenegro. That should be a fun fight. Like, Sofia, one of the few actual prospects at women's flyweight. Inesta, not the greatest fighter. I'm going Sofia, and I think she is a decent prospect. Very worst case, like I said when I talk about flyweights, I think the worst case for her is she's a fun bad fighter. Best case, she is as Bonnie Bovic. She's really fucking good and makes some noise. So, yeah, good to see her debuting. I think that's all three of these are on the Mexico card, which I think they're almost done filling out, to be honest. So that's pretty sweet. Next, we move up to Chidi and Joku Wani versus Carlos Leal. Yeah, not a great fight there. I hard one to predict. Don't trust either. Don't think either are that good. Probably a Leal win, but who the fuck's gonna trust either of them? Next, the biggest one we've talked about so far, Alexa Grasso versus Macy Barber 2. Well, I predicted this fight perfectly after Barber's last win, just not where or when I expected it to happen. I got Grasso actually got pulled from the card next week to go fight in Seattle instead of Mexico against Barber. I don't get it. Truly, I very much think there's a high chance that Barber wins this fight if she implements her grappling and starts trying to strike with Alexa like she did in the first fight. Alexa, we all know, has that lackluster grappling because, again, no idea what Diego's teaching them down there. I'm probably busy not training, but, can you blame him? For Macy, not a great fighter, very but I think this is a winnable fight for her. So we'll see. I'm looking like that's going to be Seattle coming, but I have my doubts. We'll talk about Seattle's main event later. Next, Tatiana Suarez versus Lupe Godinez. Good fight. Very solid fight there. Godinez actually should win, to be honest. Like, we saw Tatiana look very bad against Lemos at times. Whaley embarrassed her. She has a really bad cardio. And fighting someone like Lupe who has good grappling and good striking, or better striking, it's hard not to pick Godinez here, so yeah, I'm going Lupe there. Next, move up again. Third female fight in a row. Carly Judice versus Juliana Miller. Way up for Judice. You did not think she could get an easier fight than who she's already been fighting, and then she gets an OnlyFans model. Great. Next, Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Balato. Fernandez should beat the actor pretty easily. Next, William Gaffrov versus Jacob Wicklatz. How do you say it? I hope William's the underdog, because I think that's going to be free money. He's so much better than what I saw from Jacob in his debut against Patching Mix. When I fight, let's be honest, he probably didn't win. Yeah, I thought he looked terrible. I think William's decent enough. I'm going Moon here, and again, I hope he's the underdog and people pick Jacob because I'll look like a fucking genius. So we'll see. Next, I forgot about this one already. Gaston Bolanos versus Ju Sang Yu. Gaston moving up to featherweight. It's a weird one. Neither guy's that great. Gaston, we've seen very up and down in UFC, mainly downs against anyone good, ups against anyone terrible. And then Ju Sang Yu, actually no, if they go back, he lost to Quang Lee, who sucks. So again, not even. And then Ju Sang Yu getting fraudulent against Daniel Santos. Bolanos is the one moving up here, so we'll see how he looks. Ilya Jr., brother or whatever. At least he's fighting a striker. Should be interesting. Not the worst in the world, at least more than likely will be a striking match. Next, in the middle, we have a very good fight here. Elijah Smith and Su Young Yu. That's good. That's a good fight. Clearly they're a little done with Su Young Yu. They're feeding him to Elijah Smith, which is fucked up. I kind of feel bad for him, but whatever. Someone has to fight him, so good fight. It's gonna be a really nice win on Elijah's record, and Yeah, strong fucking prelim. I think that's in the Apex. Very strong fight for the Apex. Next, the probably most one-sided fight here, maybe the most one-sided fight of the year. Quillen Southkill versus Jamie Malarkey. That might actually end in a fucking murder. That actually a scary fight to think about because like Jamie Malarkey's gonna fucking die. So he's stepping out on short notice for Rongju. Good luck. Don't die. Southkill's so fucking good. And then next we have the King is back. My favorite female fighter, and maybe soon to be favorite if O'Malley loses. The King is back. Casey O'Neill versus Gabriela Fernandez. Decent, very decent. Casey finally back after taking all of 2025 off. Fernandez finally fighting up to top 15. Sadly, she had to get the worst option available, that being the King. And just like everyone else, she's going to bow to King Casey, 12-0 O'Neill. And I'm excited. I don't know what to say. So happy to see the King back. Next, speaking of fight, I'm excited for because I predicted this one as well, and made a layup for a guy I feel like most of us are probably a fan of at this point. We have Marcin Tybura versus Voltar Walker. Yeah, Voltar's gonna snap his fucking leg off. It's not really much to say there. Marcin is. He always finds a way to fluke a win, but I don't think he's gonna be able to this time. Walter should beat him pretty easily. Like he does everyone else, get into the top 10 and go from there. So, not really what else to say. Way up there. And then, speaking of what, I won't call it a layup, but feels like a pretty safe prediction. We have Nico Galilari versus, what? Sarah Froyo or some shit? I don't know. And I don't want to click on the shit and make everything lag, so I just gotta go off. And then, I think Carol Froyo or some shit. Either way, Froyo from Contender Series looked very decent, kind of like an Andrade, a little bit mini Andrade. Should beat Calari, moving down the strawweight. 0-2, I'll be 0-3 and probably get cut. Not really much to say there. Next. Oh god, the worst fight here. We have the worst fight they booked so far this year, and that's a high fucking bar. We have Haley Cowan versus Alice Pereira. Lady Chief picked the two worst fighters in that weight class and told them to fight. Right, Paris should win easily, and for as terrible as she is, she should win. Next. Now we get to the 10 I did in the short yesterday. If you already watched it, you know what I'm probably going to say here mainly, but I'll also say it again. We have Alessandro Costa versus Stuart Nickel. Yeah, Costa should win pretty easily, even after that embarrassing last performance. It's an easy bounce back for him. Stuart Nickel sucks, and yeah, pretty simple. Next. Oh god, I don't want to talk about this fight again because it's fucking a joke, but I will. Mason Jones versus Axel Sola. Well, we already know Mason Jones sucks. We're going to see if Sola does. I was not impressed by him at all in his debut, but we'll see what happens here. If he's any bit good, he should beat Mason pretty easily. Not about that. Yeah, shitty fight. Next. Oh god, can crushing, you love to see it. Abdul Malik versus Yusur in Belgori. Yeah, Mansoor should beat him pretty easily. More Mansoor can crushing. Yeah, Yusuri is just out for the bag carrier, and Mansoor's gonna crush him, not because he's good, just because Yusuri is not. It's not crazy. I'm bummed Kayla's out. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that very soon. Definitely some interesting opinions on that. We're gonna take a look at that card, and it is bad. Bad. Yeah. But before we talk about sad news, let's talk about more fight news. I think Rome was at the top. Next. Yeah, actually, talking about a Vernon Jandaroba fight makes me pretty goddamn sad. We have Vernon Jandaroba versus Tapsarichi. That part makes me happy. Decent fight. Ricci should win, which a lot. When I said that on Twitter, people were like, "No way, dude, no way." Like, they're not like, yeah, Ricci's not good, but refactoring that Jandaroba fucking sucked against Mackenzie Dern, who's ass, literally just ass. Yeah, Ricci should win, in my opinion. Again, I hope she's the underdog. I'll make another free underdog pick out of her like I did when she fought Hebos. So, good comb. That's a very good comb into whatever fight main event's at Apex card. Well, that's not what I'm going to say about the next one. Again, I'm not clicking on these because I don't want you to lag. Callum is a lucky dude. Yeah, no idea if he has any boxing talent. I fucking doubt it, but he's winning in life at least. For whatever the fuck that's worth. But we're not winning because we're gonna have to watch Vitor Petrino versus Kennedy and Zachiku. This fight at light heavyweight like 3 years ago would have been pretty cool. Now they're fat and at heavyweight and ass. Right. Petrino showed win. Then Zachiku fucking what I can't call it a train storyline is over. We know he's garbage. I'm not saying Petrino's good, but somehow he's one of the best unranked guys at heavyweight right now. Not because he's good, because everyone else fucking stinks. And he should be and Vetriku, so let's get to the next one. Next page. Wow, that's it's three fights that could not be different if they tried, beginning with the best one. Daniel Del Hilbert versus Bobby Green. Sub DRS, good to see you, brother. Del Huber and King Green. It's okay. Like, they're gonna try and sell that as being one of the bigger fights on the Mexico card, even though, to be honest, it should probably be a prelim. Though Huber had lost any of his hype, momentum, whatever, now he's kind of just, yeah. Bobby Green is 90 and not that good anymore. Should it be a fun fight? Sure. Is it going to be? I have my doubts. Again, I won't be shocked as to co-main, which is fucking pathetic, and yeah, not great. Can it? Totally, I'm trusting there's plenty of cans I've already talked about. More we will. Do you think Esmo will return? I fucking hope not. I hope the surgery goes as wrong as possible. Fuck him. Next, in the middle, let me explain this fight to y'all, because no one's ever seen either of these two. We have, I think it's named, I know it's Zoo, I think it's Sanji or some shit, something along those lines. The angry dude here against Marco Barbosa from Contender Series. Zoo is a Road to UFC winner last, I think season 3, so a minute ago. And Barbosa's from Contender Series, where he looked decent. I'm not against this matchmaking. I think it's perfectly fine. Interesting. They double debut fight, one from the UFC, one from Contender Series. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Barbosa, it looks a bit exciting, so it has a lot to be desired for Road to UFC winner, whatever that trophy means at this point. It's fine. It's a fine price. Should probably be the Apex more than Seattle, because why the fuck is that? I think, I want to say Korean, when he might be Chinese, my bad if he is fighting a fucking Brazilian in Seattle. I never know. But whatever. One more perverse word, I dare you. How you changed did you change profiles midstream? You did. No. You always have the backup on standby. Speaking of backups, I'm gonna have a backup pillow on standby for this next one. Omar Sy versus Yanko Tilaba. You don't care. I don't care. This fight sucks. Sy should win. They both suck. Next. We're almost at the top. I swear. And we're getting better. And this row is a little bit better. Beginning with a murder, maybe even not more so than Malarkey and Salkill, but not far off. Euro Borshevsky versus Austin Lane. Austin Lane moving down to light heavyweight, which just sounds like a fucking stellar idea. Um, yeah, Borshchev needs to knock his fucking teeth into the ninth row and send them back to the fucking Jaguars. Um, there you go. Next, in the middle of the fight, I was very shocked and happy to see, especially since I just talked about Gatto the video I put out a day before the one talking about the bantamweights, and now she's moving down to flyweight. And then we have in our middle fight, Aaron Barbosa versus Melissa Gatto. I'm happy to see Gatto back. Not sure why she's back at flyweight, but sure. Decent fight. Gatto's a good prospect. If she was more active, I think she could be top 15. See how she looks after a long layoff. Barbosa's decent enough test. If Gatto's still at her best, she should win. If not, then she's gonna probably get submitted. So, see what happens there. And now getting back to the bigger fight. Speaking of UC, I believe it's UC Mexico unless I'm wrong, but I believe it is. Private co-main. We have now back to the big fights I know we're here to talk about. We have Marlon Chito Vieira versus David Martinez. That's a very good fight. Very good fight. Now that probably be the co-main to Moreno Almabayev. I believe it's on the Mexico card. Yeah, it's good. It's a much needed fucking addition. No, I don't think anyone. I definitely don't think the UFC. Most of the time, I want to say fuck the UFC because they deserve it. Chito Martinez, good fight to that card. Martinez should win against a ancient Chito Vera, who, even though he beat Zahabi last time, is again ancient. Martinez is younger, better, faster. Should win. Good fight. Much needed add to that card. Can't complain. Next, and I think this is our final 6. Let's begin with another one, not to that Mexico card chocolate. I think this is 327. We have a fight day. The second time this has been booked. Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. Man, they are prime Rosas. That is actually ever going to be something when he's not. As terrible as Rob Font is, he should piece that ugly motherfucker up and down the cage. But, who knows? I'm picking. I have a rare time I'm ever going to cheer and pick Rob Font. Yeah, he should piece up the ugly motherfucker, and I don't have much else to say. And then we get to the big one, the quote, even though I think one or two of them were fun. I think Jandaroba and Ricci's a bigger fight. But this was Dana's big announcement yesterday. That fucking was as fucking the hype was low and the fucking execution was lower. We had the big fight news of yesterday. Israel and Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer. Hold your excitement. I know everyone is still excited after this news yesterday. Yeah, wait, what? You mean no one gave a shit because this fight's stupid? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is your UFC Seattle main event. Why? You're not new me to make. I would swear less if the UFC wasn't as terrible. Izzy Pyfer. Do I have an issue with the fight? No. Do I have an issue with it being a main event of a fight night on an Apex card? Yes. This should be like a fucking featured bout on a pay-per-view. Even that would be a reach. Like, who gives a fuck about this? What? Time to rant. Here's time for good RX rant. I haven't had a chance to do one in a while. Let's do it. What the fuck is the meaning of this fight? What do you get out of it? Okay, so hypothetically, you either have Israel Adesanya wins, and then what? He sets himself up to lose to a higher ranked guy, or Joe Pyfer wins, gets into the topper, and that's not the top end of the division, and loses. And then what about the loser? Izzy loses and goes out pathetically losing to Joe Pyfer, where Joe Pyfer gets fraud checked again, and fucking what then? They're gonna keep pushing him as a top star? Like, this fight's fucking a joke at the main event. It was a joke. Like, again, the fight in general, fine. I would still have issues with it. fine. This main event. A guy who hasn't won a fight in like 5 years against a guy whose career highlight is getting fraud checked by Jack Manson. Dude, what are we doing? Like, uh, if this was a co-main on that Seattle card to insert Brendan Allen into DDP, sweet. Why is this the main event? Unless they were going to goddamn China for Izzy or where the fuck Piper is from, cool. Seattle's gonna fucking not care. Izzy is not a legend and no one cares, and fucking Joe Piper fucking sucks. I don't know. At work listening you, Kayla out. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that very soon. I get done with this fight news that's booked, and we'll get to fight news that's cancelled. What's up, round one? Good to see you, brother. You know, at this point, I might join you at watching boxing and fucking one championship. Seems a lot less frustrating. Fuck, Izzy Piper, pathetic. Next, and then if yesterday wasn't a mind fuck enough, then we get to maybe the most mind-numbing shit I've seen booked this year, and that's a lot. It's only 15 days into the year, and I'm already saying this. We have Azamat Murzakanov versus Paulo Costa. Yeah. Why? So Paulo Costa pulls out a Firebird Fade or gets pulled from it, I don't know, to then go fight Azamat Murzakanov, up a weight class, a guy who's ranked number 6. Where do I begin? Y'all never step in the next hill ever again, Piper. Dude's a fucking loser. I can't. Dude, one last rant I'll say about that. This is literally a fight between two people you can't, that are impossible to like. Israel Adesanya's a fucking asshole, and Joe Piper's a douchebag. Like, what the fuck are we meant to cheer for there? The guy who fucks his dog and is an asshole, or the dude who's just a prick? Oh boy. And then we have Paulo Costa, the guy who's just funny on Twitter. Actually, this fucking row right here, it sums up why the UFC is so fucking bad. Like, you got this idiot getting under their top 15 against the guy who shouldn't even be ranked. You got this idiot fighting this idiot in the main event where neither should be in the main event or ranked, and this idiot fighting a guy who's actually really good who should be fighting up. So it's like, you know, maybe it's better I didn't do this yesterday. I'm gonna fucking. I hate the UFC. And I say the thing before we talk about the Kayla situation. Ugh. Finally, Paulo fighting. I'm fucking shocked. Hopefully you don't pull out. Well, he already has one pull out this year. Why not make it two? UFC doing better than boxing. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how. Like, at this fucking rate, then they better hope boxing doesn't get their shit together. Book Fury and Wardley. That'd be better than any assist. Next, yeah, Murzakanov gonna waste his time beating up Paulo Costa. Great. That means so fucking little in the grand scheme of things. What the fuck did Murzakanov get out of this? Outside of a wasted fight when he should be fighting like Khalil or fucking Yuri Wahlberg. And Costa gets an undeserved top 6 fight. In a division he's 0-1 in. And he's just now moving up. Like, at least Ortega is fighting Moicano, a lower ranked guy, and both are stupid for taking this long to move up. It's like, I'm actually fucking frustrated looking at this page. Murzakanov gonna win easily. This is a joke. Next, I'll blow up before I fucking lose it. Then we get to our final 3. I got Izzy, but I don't know. I have not even put the thought into actually picking that fight because I don't want to. Being honest, I don't fucking want to. It's a lose-lose either way, so I can't wait. But we still got three more, and we end on a little bit of a higher note, beginning with actual good middleweight fight. Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. RoboCop, good to see him back. Stepping in for Paulo Costa. This is, I believe, the Holloway card. And this is a rematch from a few years ago where Bruno got a fluke win. RoboCop's gonna beat him easily because Bruno Ferreira's just not good. And yeah, not much to say there. And we have two vets fighting two Contender Series debutants, beginning with another fight after that Seattle card. That is a lot better than the Izzy fight. Julian Erosa versus Larian Douglas. Larian Douglas debuting for the Contender Series, and actually the rare actually veteran fighter from Contender Series. He's like 22-7 or some shit, like 20 something KO wins I think or whatever. So he's new, but he's not like a random new kid. And Joffrey Junior Rosa is very good in his own right. That's gonna be a banger. Does it make any sense? No. Is it gonna be a great fight? It should be. I am very worried for Junior Rosa's chin, so how that holds up. And then lastly, or at least from when I loaded up this page, the last fight we have booked at the moment is Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Javier Reyes for UFC Mexico. Old man Andrade back after, I think, taking all of 2025 off because he was suspended versus Javier Reyes coming from the Contender Series. The guy is another kind of a veteran. Weird fight, intriguing fight. See if Javier can break Andrade's old ass chin and go from there. So, not really too much else to say there. Decent prelim for Mexico. Yeah, that's a lot of goddamn fights booked, and that's the long and short of that. So. But wait, sadly, there's more news to talk about if we can bring it up. Can we bring up? No, I guess. Damn it, I was really hoping we'd easily find it like this. Let me load up Topology real quick. My mic will probably cut out doing this, so give me a minute. If my mic cuts out, just expect it and be patient, please. I'll get fixed as quickly as possible. So, let me get it up. Topology doesn't even want to load. I'll fucking. So here you go. Let me screen share back up. My audio is still there. If not, it will be back in a second. Bink. Bink. We good? Looks like we're good. So, what's not good is this. So, what the fuck happened today? Well, we lost our co-main. We are now down a title fight. Nunes Harrison cancelled. Motherfucker. Man, motherfucker. When I read this news, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, fucking neck injury. So, what does this mean? So, what are the pros and cons? The cons. This new 324 is really weak now, and now there's no title fight on the card that's a real title. The pros, at least we know Kayla Nunez will be at the White House now, where it probably should have been to begin with. Fuck, man. Like, this card is so weak now without this fight. Like, it now is just a bona fide okay fight night, if we're being honest. Like, 11, this is just a overhyped fight night. Now O'Malley and Song Yadong is the co-main. Rose and Natalia Silva's on the main card. 13 fight card. Obviously, like, everyone's saying, what if they do a replacement? What the fuck are they gonna do? Who the fuck is Nunez gonna say yes to fighting? Who the... You're not gonna do a fucking Pena trilogy? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Would you have Norm Dumont step in and fight her? If they do that, fine, cool. That's like the only thing I can think of is having Norm Dumont step in and fight her, and that's not gonna fucking happen. So, like, what the fuck else is there? Like, again, Pena ain't doing it. Like, I saw someone joking, play Ronda Rousey. Sure. Like, what the fuck else is there? Valentina ain't gonna risk that on a week and a half notice. Like, no, who's dumb enough to do that? Kevin Holland? He would. But, like, fuck, man. So, I don't know, man. They're gonna have to change this goddamn poster. Maybe they're gonna fucking do Dumont and Nunez. I fucking doubt it. Why, I would be amazed if Dumont was crazy enough to take this fight on short notice. Why would the UFC risk losing out on Nunez Harrison? Fuck. God damn it. Yeah. This card is pretty weak now. You love it. Yeah. That's that. Can we ever have good news? We had the Izzy bullshit yesterday, now the Kayla bullshit. Like, can we just get some good news for once? Please be very fucking helpful. Whatever. Whatever. What can you do? Yeah, this card kind of sucks now. It's still okay, but it's not worthy of all the fucking bells and whistles that it's gonna get, because, like, dude, this card kind of sucks. This is a glorified fight night, if we're being honest, so I don't know. God damn it, man. God damn it. There you go. Not much else to fucking say there, so. Not much else to say. Let's talk about football. We can go on nicer over there. So, let's move away from MMA, which pisses me off, to something that doesn't piss me off as much. Usually the NFL. What do we got going on? Well, we had wild card finish up on Monday. Not much to say there. I told you all that game was gonna be a boring, fucking easy one for Texans, and it was. And now our 4 divisional round games are set. So let's talk about them. Let's break them out. I'll tell you what I think's gonna happen. Beginning with the Bills and Broncos on Saturday afternoon in Denver, Colorado. I'm going Buffalo. I think they're better. I really just think they're fucking better. I think Denver is shit. I don't trust Josh Allen in a big game. But I trust him to beat a shitty fucking Denver team who I don't think are good at all. Give me Buffalo. I think that's actually the easiest game of the week to predict. I think so little of Denver. It's almost hard not to pick Buffalo here. So give me the underdogs. I would imagine they're the underdog. Give me the away team. Give me fucking the Bills to win. I think Denver sucks. I think they're complete frauds. And give me the Bills to get back to the AFC Championship for the 3rd time in the last, like, 6 years or some shit. So, there you go. Maybe I'm wrong, but I see it. Then on Saturday night we have a very decent game for the NFC's top seed going into the playoffs. We have the Niners heading to Seattle, a game we just saw 2 weeks ago. We see again this time in Seattle. Um, yeah, Seahawks should win, but can you ever count out the Niners? I say no. I would say it's very difficult to try and count out the Niners here. Do I think they're gonna win? No. Am I confident in Seattle though? Not fully, because the Niners all year have just found a way to bullshit their way to win. So maybe they do it again. I say it's unlikely, but who fucking knows? Seattle is still my pick to come out the NFC. So give me the Hawks. I think they're just a bit better, and can't count out the Niners, but I don't see him beating the Seahawks. Arrested Seahawks versus the injured Niners. Give me the Birds. Then we move to Sunday in the afternoon, where we have. I guess I was right about this game happening. Just I thought this was going to be the AFC Championship. Instead, it's a week early. We had Sunday for Texans Patriots. That's a good game. I think those are two best teams in the AFC, and I think whoever wins is going to the Super Bowl with the NFC. I'm still saying New England wins. I'm still going New England to make it out the AFC and win it all. But if anyone was going to beat them in the AFC, it would be Houston. I think Houston's the second best team and could upset them. They really could. I think it's going to be really intriguing, that game. I'm really excited. That's the game I'm most hyped for. Because, again, I thought it was going to be the AFC Championship, and that's a week early before then. I think that I'm still going to go New England, but I think Houston could easily pull the upset. It's going to be a great game, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for that game. Give me the Pats, though. They're still my pick to go all the way and win. See how long that lasts. They made it through week one. Barely. See if they can do it again. Great game. I can't wait. Then finally we end divisional weekend on Sunday, kind of afternoon. I think it's close enough tonight, with a banger between the Rams and the Bears. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a really high-scoring, fun game. Tone's not here, but I'm going Chicago. I think they're gonna nudge it out, make it to the fucking NFC Championship. I just think they could, after seeing both teams last week, Bears looked better. Rams looked like they were not ready for the playoffs or what have you. Chicago just looks better. I think Chicago. As much as I don't think Chicago's ready yet, and I think they will lose in the NFC Championship, I just think they're a bit better, and I think they're going to get the win here against the Rams team that looked very pathetic against the Panthers. Give me the Bears. I think they can win a shootout here like they somehow always find a way to do. Give me the Bears. And then I'll leave 4 teams, if I got all my picks right. The AFC Championship would be Bills, Patriots. The NFC would be Seattle, Chicago. And I'm still saying it's going to be New England, Seattle in the Super Bowl, but we'll see. I'm excited. I think any matchups we get into championships and then the Super Bowl are going to be good. Like, we could get Houston, Denver, which would be beyond intriguing. San Fran Rams would be kind of way, but I don't think that's going to happen. Super Bowl, a few weeks away. I'm excited. I think these games are going to be good. I think you got your defensive games, you got your high-scoring, fun games. This is going to be good. I'm excited. And, yeah, we're on Buffalo, Seattle, New England, and Chicago. I think a few of them are close. A few of them, I think the only one that's like clear at Buffalo, because I just think Denver sucks. The other 3, I think, are close. I don't know if the home teams could be a home team sweep, to be honest with you. Maybe there's all the away teams win. I doubt it. And if so, then what? Fucking it'd be Houston and LA hosting games. That'd be insane, but Who fucking knows anymore? Then there was 8, soon there'll be 4. I can't wait. Great playoff so far. Divisional round should be fun. I can't wait. There you go. Not really much to say there. And that's really about all I got to really say for tonight in general. I'm trying to think of what else I can really add. I saw that Dante Moore, or whatever quarterback, once stayed and is going to do another year of college instead of going to the Jets. That's smart. Um, all the coaching bullshit. Mike Tomlin got fired, so good riddance. No coaches hired yet, but a lot of more talk around it. Yeah, football's good. UFC, not so much. Me too. Fancy NBA. I think I lost again, like always. Don't even care to show the score right now. So, no, look at that on like Saturday or Sunday. And, yeah, not really much else to say unless I'm freaking say some. Like, any other topics to talk about? Yeah, I don't really care to talk. I'm go down the news stories because what the fuck are we gonna talk about? You know, one kind of silly. Trying to think what else or anything else to really go over. Uh, talk about the fight news. Talk about the Kayla news. Yeah, not really much more I can think of. I'll check if there's been many fight news since I've started stream. Nope, no new news. So at least for tonight, or for rather right now, it seems like we're done with news. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Does fucking Nunez stay on the card? Do they find a quick fight to throw together at a better co-main, or just add something? We'll see. UFC is already in a weird spot. They haven't had a fight yet this year, so we'll see what happens. Not really much more to say there. So I don't know. I don't think. Is there Little Combat Sports on this weekend? There might be BKFC, I believe. I think what ACA's having a card. I think maybe one or two other things, but mainly a lot of nothing. And then next week we're back for better or worse, it seems, and should be fun. So I don't know. Just gotta make it through this week. Speaking of this week, for the rest of the week, I was gonna do the normal 4 stream this week, but more I think about it, like what, unless there's like big news on Thursday or Friday, I'll probably just stream again Saturday and Sunday, to be honest. So there you go. Shorts, probably gonna be one out around like Friday, Saturday, and then videos. There won't be one until the first breakdown of the year on the 24th, so almost a week from now. So there you go. Not much else to say there. But yeah, for example, not really much more I can think to add. I'll go for another minute or two. I swear it felt like we went an hour, but only under 50 minutes. So I'll go to the 50-minute mark. If y'all ready to get the foot out of here, then we'll get the fuck out of here. And yeah, fun little stream, yapped, ranted, had a good time, and hope y'all enjoyed. So go another. Oh yeah, at the 50-minute mark. I'll close this shit down. Unless y'all got anything else to talk about. I'm forgetting, which I don't think I do. But I easily could be, who fucking knows. So we'll see. Fuck, I need a fucking boss stream schedule of every goddamn night. I wish I could fucking do that. He's better. He's a better streamer than I'll ever be. I can never do that shit. But you know, respect. Fucking. I don't even know what Arc Raiders is. To be honest, And yeah, but yeah, not very much else to say. Shout out to everyone who was in chat tonight. D-Rest giving the most comments. Round one. And Freezy, good to see y'all. And yeah, thank y'all for hopping in. I love y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed. And yeah, as always, I was ready to say something which I don't believe I am. I'll be back probably over the weekend unless something drops tonight over Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday. That's insane, which I doubt. And I'll be back on Saturday night. So, not very much else to say there. With that being said, as always, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like, comment, subscribe to, and subscribe by the end of 2026. And as always, I'm forgetting something which I really don't think. On a sad day where we lost our first title fight of the year, I say, as always, RX out. Good vibes only. And always.